I help families plan memorable trips. I specialize in family vacations, um, solo travel, um, single parent family travel. That is all. Okay,
Awesome. Very important, especially now that we're
yes,
getting
it's
into
very
the
important.
travel season of the year. Y'all going to be seeing her quite a lot. All right. So if you're not following her, make sure you do. Okay. Last but never least, y'all, brace yourselves, honey, because the queen is about to get on the panel. Miss Anita McDaniel. Okay. Go ahead, love.
Hello, everyone. I am Anita McDaniel. I am a board certified mental health coach and a master life coach. And I am the founder of Anita McDaniel Consulting Center, where I help women start their foundation of their coaching business. And not only that, but through their journey, help them with their mental health and make sure everything is in place, whether they're in business, trying to build a business, running their family, whatever they're a mom, wife. I remember as starting my coaching business, I was all over the place, right? So for me, it's important to see a woman as she start her business to make sure not only her mental health is in check, but also her life, her business, everything is run properly. So that's me. I am Anita, and nice to see everybody.
Yes. And what you do is very important because all that needs to be in
Extremely,
alignment. Right,
extremely,
Miyoko?
extremely important.
Yes.
Yes, yes. So now I'm going to leave us pass the mic over to Miyoko. We're going to kick off with some questions for the ladies on this lovely panel. So go ahead, Miyoko.
All right, who do I choose first? Who do I choose first? You know what? Since she was already hot, I'm gonna go with Anita. So if you can come back on Anita, that'd be great.
All right.
So from this masterclass, what do you think your biggest aha moment was? You may have had several moments, but what was that moment that really stuck out for you when you actually participated in the masterclass this time?
Actually, this time was rejection. Um,
Ah,
the rejection part was rejection is not real. And
mhm.
a lot of time when we doing business, when we're even in our personal life, we see rejection as a bad thing. Whether we get a coach that's not good, whether our clients don't want us, but it's not real that we're not with the right people. And
Right.
once we show up as our authentic self, once we show up in our business as us, as who we are, as who we were created to be, our people will be drawn to us. So for me, that was a big aha because it's like, you know what? If I show up as me, as I show up in the authentic person who God created me to be, then
That's it.
those who are for me, they're going to come to me. They're going to be drawn to me. And I don't have to prove myself to anybody. They're going to see me in my natural state. So that was my biggest aha.
Absolutely amazing. I'm like a proud person over here because that was one of the biggest points that I really wanted you guys to get, yeah,
Mhm.
yesterday. So appreciate you. Thank you for sharing that information. I'm so glad you actually retained that because it is important. It's going to transform everything for you.
Everything.
All right. So who we got next? Let's see. Janine, come on down. Come on down.
Okay, so Yako, I think you're gonna have to get a t-shirt made because rejection is not real. I, I think this resonated for everybody, and more so even for me,
Right.
because when you said that, I kind of tilted my head to the side, was like, huh? And I started to think about it, and I'm like, you know what? That makes so much sense. I mean, with everyday life and not just within your business, who wants to be
Mhm.
considered, who wants to receive rejection with anything? You made the example about
Right.
dating, and anything again that happens throughout life. And so I started to think about it a little bit more. And I always would tell myself, like, when something just didn't go in my favor, okay,
Mhm.
now what are you gonna do, Janine?
Yeah,
So I would
right.
have these
Right.
conversations with myself, like, okay, so now what? What's next? And so it's almost like the process of elimination. If that doesn't work, let's move on to the next thing. And you have to do that not only within your personal life, within your business, because there's going to be ups, there's going to be downs. And that is something that I was just like, wow. So again, I need a t-shirt made so that I can continue to wear
You
that.
know,
And
it's funny. I
everybody else
gotta
in the
add.
world.
Yes.
Yeah,
We was
yeah.
actually
I have
talking
to
about that
add
yesterday.
because Letitia
Yes,
literally said that's a t-shirt.
yes, it is.
You just said it's a t-shirt, so we're gonna make it a t-shirt.
We gotta have a t-shirt.
100%.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'm glad that actually resonated with you as well. That seems to be a very powerful connection that you guys were having. So that's awesome. Thank you very much. Who's next? Who's next? Who's next? Diane, come on down.
Yes, my aha moment was also rejection and personal brand, like aligning my my personality, what makes me unique, um to someone. It helps, it also helps with confidence. So, and also just you say you'll find your your community. So that's what resonated with me yesterday, is having a personal brand in order to have a personal connection with your clients. So.
Right, right. Awesome. All right, the last one. I had to make you last because you were first. So, Shoshana, come on down.
Sorry about that.
It's
Um,
okay.
so this one really that was a gut punch yesterday, because the biggest aha was that your personal brand is just that, it's personal. And
Mhm.
it has to be deep. You have to be vulnerable. And I'm not going to lie, that's always been a challenge. I much prefer the perfectly curated, right. And so, but you also said something about your your the vulnerability that you share can either be that you have been there and you've come out of it,
Mhm.
or that you are there. And so you're inviting your clients, your people, your tribe to come walk with you on that journey.
Right.
And I think that 1B, that piece, I've talked about where I've been, but that one piece of where am I at now and how does that relate? That was huge. That was really huge. I've heard it before, but I heard it yesterday.
Good,
So,
good.
so thank you.
So you're welcome. And I want to add, because I know this is being live too. One thing I want to add when it comes to vulnerability, we often look at that the most incorrect way possible. We're afraid to express certain aspects of ourselves because we think we're alone. But the reality of it is so many people feel the same way. Like so many people are going through the same thing. So when someone has the courage to raise their hand and talk about it, everybody's just like, oh my God. Like I feel the same way. And I feel the same way. I feel the same way. I feel the same way. Now you got all these people that come together in a community that are like-minded on the same journey. So anytime you feel vulnerable about something, ladies, always remember you are not the only one. I'm telling you. There's so many others like you, so many others going through the same things, and so many people you can possibly help. So I appreciate you for sharing that. And we're going to go into the next question. Let's see. Let's kind of mix this up. Janine, I'm going to have you come back on. So the next question is, I know we've all attended master classes and workshops and things like that. So how do you think this one was different from any other master class or training you've actually been to? What would you say is the differentiator for you?
The difference is that this is really geared towards me personally, and how to develop my business from a personal level. A
Mhm.
lot of the other workshops I've been through or been in, it's all business driven, talking about all of the statistics that goes into, and all of the, what do you call, the meat and potatoes that go into the business, but
Mhm.
never me, about me personally. How do I take me, because I love me. So how do I take all of this and give you, the consumer, the customer or potential customer, me, get to know me? That is something
Right.
that is amazing about this what we're doing here. This breakthrough is awesome just simply because of that. And because I want people to know more about me and who I am. This is going to help me grow my business because people get opportunity to know like what makes her tick, what makes her want this to grow. So that's one thing that is absolutely amazing about this breakthrough. And that's so different from all the other ones I've ever been through.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. I want to elaborate that on. I want to elaborate on this on so many levels. But I know we got to get to other people, so I'm going to shut my mouth and we're going to keep moving forward. So Shauna, let's have you right back. So, what about you? I know you've attended trainings and master classes and things like that. What, in your opinion, stood out the most for this one based on other ones?
It was very real. So, we didn't use a lot of jargon. There wasn't a lot of the typical expected hype that you would certainly that I've come across, other classes and environments. It was very real, very practical, and very personal. So we didn't talk about, hex codes for your logo. We didn't talk about, what placement your photo should be on Instagram. That's because none of that is a brand. We did talk about you, me. Who are you? What do you do? Why do you do it? And really how to connect with people. And that was so different than any other masterclass that's offered out there about branding, because the other stuff, no offense to them, they talk about a lot of the external stuff, which is important. It's, certainly I love to pick out the right color navy blue for my logo, but that's not a brand, and that doesn't connect me with the people that are looking for me. So I loved that we peeled back the layers, which was a little scary, but we peeled back the layers and got to the core of who are you, what do you do, and why do you do it? So it's good.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your feedback. Much appreciated. Next, we are going to do Diahann. Diahann, what about you as far as going to workshops and trainings and all these things? Why do you think this actually stands out and is different from all the others?
Yes, this one stands out because I am not a number. My name, the host, Letitia, she knows, she gets to know each of her clients, and it's personal, and it's a genuine conversation about entrepreneurship, whether you're, not do I wouldn't say not doing well, but if you're not in a, you know, if you have to take a pivot, if you have to pivot or, make some changes. So it's just a redirect, as we mentioned yesterday, it's just a redirect of what we need to do. But that's why I enjoy um I'm sorry. That's why I enjoyed it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
All right, Anita, you're the last one. So I know you've attended workshops, retreats, conferences, all that good stuff. What would you say sticks out to you as the differentiator in this particular masterclass?
For me, it was you all are not the faces of gurus. You are the faces of you are people. And that's how you treated this as, I'm not the guru. We all are here to build ourselves, to build us personally, so we can put you as your brand out to the world. And I'm gonna tell you, I laugh because when I think of this master class, I think of the song by John Legend, All of You. And that's what you're telling us, that the world is going to love you and all of your imperfection. You are perfect in your imperfection. So brand that. You don't have, because a lot of people say you kind of make us look like we have to be perfect to show up. But you're saying, no, you're the brand. So show up in your imperfections.
There you go.
So.
Absolutely.
Right. Oh, I
Man,
love that.
she has me wanting to do a totally
I
different,
know.
totally new master class, like right now. Because it's I love all of your feedback, but you're touching on some very, very important factors. So it warms my heart. It's a blessing because you are really all of you are really getting it.
Right.
So I'm excited to just see exactly how your businesses are going to take shape this year. That's it. That's the questions for me. Bring it back over to you, Letitia, to finish it
Thank
off.
you so much. And I totally 100% agree with you, Miyoko. And thank you, each and every one of you ladies, for sharing that. We have a couple more questions for you guys. So we hope you guys are super excited about this next part. So I'm going to bring on first Janene. And I want to ask you, Janene, that one of the things that we want to make sure, especially with anything that Miyoko and I do, is we want to make sure that you guys are actually implementing on what we're teaching you within the side of our Your Brand, Your Breakthrough Masterclass. So, my question for you, Janine, is what specific action or strategy are you most excited to implement right away? What is the one thing that you said that you're going to implement right away?
One of the things is actually taking my personal skills, everything that I know personally about myself, and now taking that and just re-strategizing everything and putting it into the business. Not setting aside from some of the other things that I've learned along the way since I've had the business, but now since I have an opportunity to redirect my focus and taking me and putting me into the business, I'm really, really excited about that because that's not something that I thought that
Mm-hmm.
you do. You know, we talk about the business, you keep it separate, right? So now I don't have to do that anymore. So I'm so excited to be able to take all of me and just include that in the business so people get to see me and not just the logo that I've created, but all of me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I love that. I love that. And that's very important. And thank you so much for sharing that. All right. So up next, I'm going to call Miss Diane. So same question for you, Diane. What are some of the actions or what strategy that you've learned yesterday that you're going to implement right away?
Yes. Well, the strategy is, as like everyone mentioned, it's just I will include, more personal. What did I say? Sharing my story
Mm-hmm.
because it's not, and also improving my brand.
Right.
Just by listening to the clients more, or just improving my certifications. That is just, or just we said, aligning my personal brand. That's what I would like to do.
That's good. And all those are huge factors that's going to really help you move ahead this year in your business. So I appreciate you for sharing
Yeah.
that. So up next, I got my girl Shoshana Cueves. So same question to you, Shoshana. What is the one thing that you're going to implement right away from attending yesterday's masterclass?
Um, Tough one of sharing more,
Mm-hmm.
but but um, not just the superficial sharing, but really
Right.
going, a little deeper. I know that I do a good job of asking questions and connecting with people and um, gathering information,
Mm-hmm.
but doing more and a better job of peeling back some of the layers on me and just sharing. It doesn't have to be, it's not a full-on therapy session, but
Right.
it's just, hey, let me tell you a little story about and something personal, and then um, bring that back to them.
Right. I love that. I love that. One of my mentors, Jeremiah Clark, talks about not always getting too technical. I know for yourself, Shoshana, your business is so information based, but a lot of times our audience just needs to see that authenticity, and the authenticity will lead them to what your opportunity is, which is the technical side. So it's like we want to have that soft line in between without becoming too technical, but also sharing parts of ourselves that people need to connect to. So I'm so glad that you're going to be implementing more of authenticity more on social media for your audience, track more people. So thank you, Shoshana. Okay. Up next, I want to ask Anita you the same question, and which is what is the one thing what specific action or strategy that you're very excited about implementing from the master class?
For me, it's showing more of me, my values, my culture, what I
Mm,
love, what I don't like. I know the first one, I put out a post of, you know what? These are the things I don't really like.
mm,
And
mm-hmm.
if you want to deal with me and if you this person, then we're gonna cut ties right now
That's
because
right.
you're not aligned with my personal brand.
Mm-hmm.
And it's for me just to be more out there, as I don't have to have everybody liking me.
Mhm.
And I think that was one of my things before now. I want to be a friend to everybody. And as a personal brand, I can't be a friend to everybody. As a business, I don't have to like you. And you don't have to like me. So that was one of the things for me, is just to put boundaries.
Yeah.
As for my personal brand has boundaries.
Mhm.
And I don't have to show up looking like the gurus. I can
Right.
show up as my person, as who I am. So that's what I
right.
took away.
Yes, and each and every one of you, especially those who are not on today that attended the masterclass yesterday, you're going to be the right fit for the people that you're the right fit for. You know what I mean? And like you said, Anita, it's not going to be everybody. We got to be okay with that. We pour our energy to the ones that are set for us, that we know that we can help. So thank you so much for sharing that. All right. So for my next question, I'm gonna circle back to Shoshana. Okay. Um, what would you say to someone thinking about registering for our next masterclass? Those of you who don't know what our next masterclass is going to be, it's going to be on Thursday, February 6th. Okay. So, what would you say to those who are considering registering for them to register? Go ahead.
Um, 2 words, just do it. Actually, that's 3. Just sign up. And don't think too much about it, and come with an open mind and heart. Because again, we've all been inundated and exposed to lots of other courses and experiences under the branding umbrella. And even if you don't implement those techniques, we still have that baggage of, well, what branding is. And because this is so different, and you will leave with a complete paradigm shift, to come to sign up ASAP. Don't overthink it, but really come with an open mind and heart, and you will leave with more than you ever thought you could get out of it. Absolutely.
That's perfect. That's well put. Yes, yes, yes. How about you, Janine? Same question, love.
I would say to anyone who hasn't signed up, this masterclass is going to allow you to dig a lot deeper into yourself. Um, we, again, go to so many different classes. We talk about the business, and how to realign the business. But this allows you to take a lot of yourself and put into something else that you love, your
Right.
business. So if you haven't signed up, I would strongly recommend, because this is something that's going to be able to not only help you through your business, but even from a personal level. You got to think about yourself. You're constantly developing yourself. And it's an everyday, every single moment. And so this is the perfect opportunity to take what you learned here and to make that a driving effort to, improve yourself along with your business and any other things that you're trying to successfully do in your life. So
Perfect.
I know.
Perfect. I love that. I love that. All right, Anita, what would you say, love? Same question.
For whoever have not joined yet, I would say that if you don't want to be a carbon copy, and if you don't want to have that imposter syndrome anymore, that you need to take the class so you can take the scales off of your eyes and stop hiding behind everybody else and show up for you. Show up not for you, but for your family and for those who are called to you and your voice. So if you haven't, I'll say join now. Don't wait.
Girl, you made me drop my pen. Carbon copy. Don't want to be a carbon copy. Y'all better register. Yes. Last but not least, go ahead, Diane. What would you say to someone who's considering registering for the next masterclass? You're on mute, love.
I would say, invest in yourself. It is worth it. And to have a journal to keep track of, your process. I know it was mentioned, and it's a personal development for yourself. So it's just a way to track, um, it's just like I said, it's not a cookie cutter. So it is a a master class. It is a workshop. So it's just like I said, it's a conference, I'm sorry. Just like I said, it'll help you with your business. So that's it.
That part. Yes, at the end of the day, it's definitely going to help you with your business. So thank you again so much, ladies, for coming on panel. We're so happy that you guys joined us and shared your review, your testimony of this masterclass. And those of you who are watching live or on the replay, again, our next session is going to be on February 6th. Okay, so you're going to go to yourbreakthrough.com. Before we let the ladies reintroduce themselves, for those of you who just hopped on, Miyoko, is there anything you would like to add?
There's so much I would like to add. You ladies are amazing. You said so many things that I would love to add on, but I appreciate you because this is information that allows us to improve on what we're doing and actually even add more value for you ladies in the future and those of you listening as well. No, I'm just very, very grateful. It's a blessing to be able to have people that are understanding this paradigm shift, this needed paradigm shift.
Right.
And like Anita was saying, it's not about the gurus. This is like the death of the gurus here. It's about everyday people. And one thing I will leave you with is that if you look at a heart surgeon is not trying to work on your brain. A brain surgeon is not trying to work on your heart. A pediatrician is not working with adults, they're working with children. The reason why I'm saying this is because you are specialists of you. So as long as you bring you to the center, you to the forefront, you are going to attract your people, period. So everybody out here listening, you're a specialist in something. You're a specialist in your own life, your own values, your experiences. So always remember that there is a market for what you have because there's only one of you. And that's it. That's what I want to leave everybody with.
Listen, that was on point. That was on point for sure. Yes. Thank you so much, Miyoko. And again, thank you, ladies, so much for hopping on. Those of you who are watching, I want to make sure that you guys get connected to everyone who's on this panel. So, Shoshana, if you could just let everybody know, reintroduce yourself and let everybody know where can they go to find you.
Absolutely, thank you. And this was amazing for me. So I'm so glad I got a chance to spend some time with everybody. My name is Shoshana Cuaves, and I'm the founder of Wealth Navigators. You can find me on Facebook, Wealth Navigators. You can find me on Instagram at Your Wealth Navigator. Those are probably the two best places to get a hold of me. And what do? I help and really love serving parents and single Gen X women in crafting plans that offer income, retirement income, some financial security, not so that you can hoard cash, but that you can have money to make choices and the choices that mean the most to you. And I love doing that. And it's fun. And again, thank you for having me here today.
Anytime. Thank you so much for joining us. Go ahead, Diane.
Okay. Yes. Hi, I'm Diahann Grady. Yes, I can be found at Di's Travel Connection on Facebook. I help you. Plan memorable trips with your family, and that's all. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Diane. Go ahead, Janene.
And I am Janene Sandifer. I am the owner of J Chic and Unique Accessories. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok at J Chic and Unique Accessories. And you can also check out my website, which is jchicandunique.com as well too. And again, I do sell fashion accessories for all you beautiful women. So definitely check out all of those different avenues, and that's where you can find me.
Great. Thank you so much, Janene. Last but not least, go ahead, Anita.
I am Anita McDaniel. You can find me with Anita McDaniel Consulting Center. You can find me at on Facebook, on LinkedIn, and Instagram under the Anita McDaniel. My website is AnitaMcDanielGlobal.com. And if you want to book, it is bookwithanita.com. I help women that are life coaches or starting their business. I help them build the foundation of their business, and not only the foundation, but help them keep the mental health and keep the family and life together as they build a life. And I call them legacy builders. So as they build in a legacy for the future, that their legacy is involved in that. And that legacy is also with their mental health. So thank you. And thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for joining. And once again, I want to do a huge thank you for all of you amazing ladies who joined us on panel. We were so excited to have you on our masterclass. There was other people who joined as well. We'll have them come on another day. But again, this was a great session, right, Miyoko? It was a
Yes.
great
Yes.
session
Thank you so
yesterday.
much, ladies. You brought more than I even expected.
Yes, absolutely. All right, y'all. Till next time, head on over to yourbrand, Register for our next masterclass, which is going to be on February 6th. And we'll see y'all on the next session. Bye, guys.
All right. See you later.